Just one more. We'll be live on YouTube as well. Just a moment. Okay, so it's asking for a notification. So Vikram, is your phone Vivo V2025?
Yes. No, not mine.
Okay, so Siddhya, I guess it's asking to tap yes for verification. If you tap it, we'll be live.
Mine is Samsung.
Okay, then in any of the EC members know who's this Vivo V2025?
Yes, fine. It's not not a problem, Rajiv. Continue. Sort of.
Yeah, okay, then Siddhya, you can start, then hand over to me.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible. You can start.
I'm just trying to open my video. Yeah. Good evening. In fact, good night, everyone, and welcome to the session on those who wanted to know more about Toastmasters and what happens in Toastmasters, how Toastmasters help you. So this is the session for you people. So with that, I would like to welcome all the guests and the Toastmasters and my dear beloved speaker, and welcome to this particular meeting. And I hope you enjoy the next 1 hour and learn so much about Toastmasters and hopefully become a member of the Secunderabad Toastmasters Club, if not any other club member. With that, I'll hand it over to the presiding officer for today, Rajiv.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Siddhya. So good evening, everyone. This is Rajiv, the president of club, and I heartily welcome all the guests and Toastmasters to Secunderabad Toastmasters Club. In short, STM. And I hope all guests are equally excited to join our club or are planning to join our club. So for which we have organized this virtual open house session to educate you and at the same time inspire you about what our club offers or in general what Toastmasters offers to you. So before the start of session, the rule of thumb is to recollect the mission of the club as to why we are here. So the mission is to provide the supportive and positive learning experience for everyone present, and the members are encouraged to develop their communication and the leadership skills, which help them develop their self-confidence and personal growth. So now that we have recollected the mission of the Toastmasters, let's start the open house session. And we begin by taking the introduction from the guests who were left, who we couldn't take at the start. So I think who was left for the introduction? Krupa is done. Okay, I guess everyone is done then. Okay, fine. So now I guess let's start with the meeting, and for which we have our host of the day, who is the CGD for our area, and he's none other than Toastmaster Sandeep Raj. So Sandeep Raj, over to you.
Also, Rajiv, one small note, if permitted. In this session, we have some dignitaries. We have our division director, Haripriya, so who's there amongst us.
Yes. So yeah, we welcome Toastmaster Haripriya, the division director for our district, and at the same time, see our club group director for this district, Toastmaster Sandeep, who will be also the host of the day. And the stage is all yours, Toastmaster Sandeep.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Rajiv and District Toastmaster Vikram, and nice to see you, Haripriya, as well. Great. And first of all, I would like to set few ground rules for my session. And before I go ahead, let me do this basic check. I'm audible and visible, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So I am sorry, the light is not perfectly on my face, but I hope this is okay to continue. Okay. So the ground rules which I wanted to set here is like, please feel free to turn on your video. Please don't be bothered about the background, who is walking behind or roaming around. You might be having kids, your spouse or parents, but whoever they are, let them be free moving around. I don't mind. If your bandwidth allows, please turn on your video. At least if you're talking, when you're talking, try to on the video. But even though if you're not able to turn on the video, but please be active in the session. If you have any questions, please raise your hand, ping in chat and ask. And someone was saying, I think uh, Shri or Srikant was saying like we'll try to learn expertise, become expertise. But let me tell you, this session I'm not going to make you experts or preach you our Toastmasters. Let us keep this point in mind. But I'm definitely going to share about what I learned from Toastmasters, or I can suggest you these are the things, or these are the benefits, or these are the resources we have in Toastmasters that might help you to achieve some purpose in your life or career or your professional journey or personal journey. So this is a basic expectation that I'm going to take forward in this open house. Clear? So if you are thinking to join Toastmasters or take up membership, this is the right time for you to understand all your questions, get your queries clarified. Let it be any question. I'm there to help you out and we'll try to cross learn and cross share. Okay. So with this, and I'm very happy to see as well, most of them are guests. So this is for them only, and I'm happy to see the guest as the speakers or audience for this session. So already Srikant spoke, he want to become a public speaker, he want to eradicate stage fear, right? And I heard from Shreya, she's a professional person and she's from Cognizant and she wants to learn public speaking. And we heard from Madhavi, Palepu, and we heard from Gauri as well, right? Gauri himself is a public coach, right? He's into mentoring and coaching. So let us try to understand why did they feel that Toastmasters can help them. So Gauri, see, as far as I know, you spoke really well. Let me tell you very uh, openly and admit it that you are already a very good speaker, and you are such a person who is teaching other persons to speak well or coaching them. So how do you think, or why do you think this platform will be help to you? You are only already helping many, but how do you think that this will help you? Just one question.
So, hi Sandeep. I think
Yeah.
this is a very wonderful question you ask. Uh, so, I'm coming from a vulnerable medium,
Hmm.
and I have struggled a lot in speaking English, even a single sentence. I
Okay.
have not learned English till now. I have
Hmm.
just learned it through my job. Right, I started working like at the age of 24. So
Okay.
then I learned during my job. I'm based out of Hyderabad. So Hyderabad, because I don't know Telugu, so
Hmm.
I was not having any option to learn English
Okay.
while job. Now what happened? Now I started my own training institute now recently,
Okay.
and this is still in the initial stage. And I know that I want to reach somewhere, like I want to become a TEDx speaker in
Wow.
future. I've already wrote a book also. I wrote an ebook recently, and I want to become an author.
Hmm.
Now, what happened? So in my past, I have faced, very low self, image. I was having a low
Hmm.
self image. Like I've been to a stage, but it was horrible during my college days. So, so that still is haunting me. To be very frank, I'm very transparent with you. It's still haunting me. uh,
Oh, great.
I, I'm having that stage fear, and that's the reason I am not happy with this visual or virtual, Toastmaster module. Like I want actually to get into stage,
Cool. Definitely. Thank
and
you so much.
how it's going to help my trainees, because once I become, I can become an example for them also, because my trainees are also coming from villages. Mostly, I'm training them, people who are coming who are not having any skill set. So it's going to be a kind of I can be a role model for them as well.
Wonderful, Gauri. And I would like to thank you for giving such elaborate explanation so that for the better understanding of myself and for the audience. Then I'll move on to the next person whom I heard from the introduction, Shri. So you're already working in Cognizant. If I'm not wrong, you have already spent some 1 to 2 years of your professional experience. If not, or if yes, however, why do you think the in-house learnings or the L&D programs in your Cognizant or any corporate office are different, or Toastmasters is different from L&D learnings, whatever it is? So do you think this Toastmasters is going to teach you beyond the trainings or learnings you have in your organization? We are not just naming Cognizant, but any organization.
ఊరికి పోతుండు రేపు.
So can someone mute the person who is not talking here and talking to some other person outside? Okay, yeah, thank you. So Shri, if you're there, I would like to understand from you. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm interested in like learning public speaking skills because I really feel like I need to improve my public speaking skills. Because like I've never been into these these clubs where we
Mhm.
can have real interaction with a lot of
Real
people,
interaction.
where you can involve in those activities where you can improve those skills. So
Okay.
I've never been into this club, so yeah, that is the reason I've chosen this.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for your response, Shri. I'll come back to you and Gaurav in the later point of time. So we'll
Yeah,
move
sure.
ahead and try to understand from people. Okay, let us take example of maybe Arnab sir, if you are available. I would like to know from Arnab because I know Arnab from long time. So he's an instrumentist. If I'm not wrong, he's into playing musical instruments, and he has like government experience of from like around 15 to 20 years. But still, he's occupied. He's occupied in his personal and professional life, but he never gives up and he never fails to attend any of the Toastmasters meeting. So Arnab sir, I want to know what keeps you or what makes you to come back to come to Toastmasters meetings again and again. Sir, if you're there in the meeting, or can you please respond?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Thank you. Sorry, everyone, that I'm unable to switch on my video.
No
Sincere
problem.
apologies.
No problem, sir.
Thank you, Sandeep. It is great to see you. Yeah, your association with Sandeep, it's a long time. Yeah, for me, see, I know I have joined in Toastmasters International in the year of 2017. So initially it took me a lot of time to understand the design, understand the utility of the Toastmaster, why we should join Toastmaster. Now, I have heard in this podium, there are many people who are already in the public speaking arena. So now the Toastmaster is such a platform where you not only improve your communication skill and leadership skills. If you ask me, I would say it's go beyond that. The first thing is, first of all, you can improve your confidence in whatever arena you work, whether it may be in the IT, it may be in the government sector, you may do some business, whatever it is. The first parameter for a human being is to improve your self-confidence. And it happens to me, although I am a railway employee and a government employee, people ask me, why you join Toastmasters? What is the reason? I mean, you are paying something every year and you are in Toastmasters. What is the reason? So I told them, now I can see Arnab in the year of 2017 and now Arnab, there is a huge difference. A person with a zero confidence and now he is having 100% confidence. And this is the magic of Toastmaster. Now, Toastmaster is not only for the improving your communication skill or leadership skills, it would give you an immense confidence. It would give you a happiness inside you when you speak in front of the 1,000 audience and you are confident, super confident. And you can see here is another very important aspect, because I have visited a lot of TED speeches and all these things. But there is a very important aspect what Toastmaster gives, that is evaluation. Your speech is continuously evaluating by the evaluators. Now, when you learn these skills, this evaluation, then you would get a great sense of analogy. What is analogy? That is an analytical skill. When you are seeing something, when you are listening something, we simply listen, we leave it. But when the analogy comes into the picture, it gives a separate meaning to you. So these are the different parameters why I am in Toastmaster, and I would like to continue in future. It is a great platform. And also, you would get an opportunity to get involved in an ecosystem where you would get thousands of positive personality who are from diversified, I would say the diversified ground at different places. Like I am in a government employee, somebody is doing business, somebody is corporate. So, but the people, the nature, are all same. Everyone will inspire you. Everyone will help you to improve. And it would give you a best version in future. Now, this is the magic of Toastmaster. And I would definitely suggest today in this open session, I'd request and recommend everyone to understand this. Do join. I mean, join is a separate issue, the next issue. First of all, come to the meeting, attend the meeting, try to understand the design, why Toastmaster is required, and what are the aspects we learn from Toastmaster, and what is the result. So if you can understand, I would definitely, I'm sure about that, you are going to be a Toastmaster one day. And when you will be a Toastmaster, the next result for your life will be a magic. And this is my own experience, I'm telling you. Thank you, Sandeep, for giving me this opportunity.
Great, Arnab. Thank you so much. So for those guests who were thinking when they joined the meeting, thinking that Vikram, Toastmaster Vikram, or Rajiv or myself, these three people are going to sell Toastmasters. So I think you have got a clarity that the own member, the Secunderabad Toastmasters own member has spoken now. He has speaked himself out now. So thank you so much, Arnab, for almost covering the very important aspects which I'm going to talk. So let us stop here for a moment and let me introduce my topic, what I'm going to talk. Till now, I understood from you why you want to join Toastmasters, right? We understood from Gauri, we understood from Shri, and we understood from Arnab why he wants to continue Toastmasters. So let me tell you a gist or a panoramic view of what I'm going to talk. So my next 10 to 15 minutes talk will be about BBY. Okay, so what is BBY? I'll reveal it at the end of the session, but let us keep in mind for some time that I'm going to talk about BBY. And I'm going to talk about 8 key skills or 8 key competencies that we are going to learn or that we are going to understand in Toastmasters world. Okay, the first point is improve public speaking skills in a positive and supportive environment. See, Toastmasters, we all know, even if you just Google now in a mobile phone or computer, Toastmasters International, it will say public speaking and corporate skills or communication skills or leadership skills. That is fine. That is generic definition where you will get and understand very easily whenever you hear whenever you hear this word called as Toastmasters International. But let us understand from this group perspective, it is really helping or not. Let us go back to Gauri's explanation. See, he told he's already coach. He's already an author for an ebook, and he wants to become TEDx speaker. But what was he missing in his explanation, or what was that missing in his experience, or what was it he thought what he missed in his journey so far? He will get it here. I could understand from his journey, he was having a feeling of stage fear. He was having the fear of left alone, right, Corey, if I'm not wrong. And he was having the feeling of horribleness, right? Whenever he used to go on stage, he used to have that horrible feeling, saying that what will happen if I go wrong? What will people think of me if my language is not good? Because my background is from Telugu and I want to give coaching. I want to motivate people in English. First of all, let me speak in English correctly. Then I can motivate them or coach them. These are the fears Corey had, right? Then why did he choose Toastmasters? Let me give you the answer in place of Gauri or on behalf of Gauri. Toastmasters International is a place where you get to the platform where you can fail proudly. As rightly Rajiv started this meeting by the club mission, right? Learn public speaking in a positive and supportive environment. What do you mean by positive and supportive environment? Are the Toastmaster group here are going to encourage you failing? Definitely not. They're not going to make you repeat the failures again and again, but they're going to tell you, teach you, guide you, motivate you, coach you to come out of that fear, to learn from the mistakes, to identify where you are lagging. Not only telling, guiding, and identifying where you are lagging, but also providing or showing the right path. Do you agree, Rajiv? Or do you agree, Arnab? Arnab already agreed. Do you agree, Vikram? Do you agree, Hari? Right? We do agree. So this is a platform where we can fail proudly because you have that support environment to to held your hand or to hold your hand to go further, saying that don't worry, we are there to help you. So that is the reason, even though Gauri is like already like an extraordinary speaker, he wants such environment where he can fail, he can learn from his mistakes. So we have one such few, not one or few people, we have many people who use this platform to learn from the mistakes. How many of you know stand-up comedian Rajshekhar Mamidana? The Toastmasters group knows, but Google, if you Google about Rajshekhar Mamidana, you will see some 10s, 30s, 40s of comedy videos, stand-up comedy videos, and you will find his comedy very clean. He stands out of crowd for his clean and neat comedy, not using any vulgar or any section notation or nothing like that. And do you know how he used to do this homework? He is a Toastmaster. He used to be a Toastmaster 10 years back, and he very well used this platform of Toastmasters. He used to go and give his speeches. He give his humorous speeches in Toastmasters clubs. He used to get evaluation. If you go back to Arnab's point, he loves Toastmasters because of evaluation, because we provide evaluation, we provide feedback in a supportive environment. So this particular person, stand-up comedian, used to give speeches, take feedback from Toastmasters meeting, and he used to use in his profession. So that is the reason he has excelled in this platform. And that is how we want people like Gauri, we want people like Shri, Roshita, or Pooja Lavanya to have that supportive environment to learn from mistakes. That is point number one. Next, point number two, I would like to cover here as the benefit of Toastmasters is learn how to write speeches. Learn how to write speeches. How many of you in this room are very confident that they can write a speech and deliver it? And in how many days and in how many hours they can do that? Any one examples? I would like to call out people who have never spoken till now. Roshita, I see you raising hand when I asked a question. So Roshita, I would like to have you to answer this question. So Roshita, how do you think, or do you think that you can deliver speech by writing in within hours or days? How much time you want, or how much time you take?
Yeah, at least like first to deliver a speech, it takes for me like have like lot of stage fear. So for me to have a good preparation, at least it takes for me a week's time, or at least 1 week to 15 days first to write a speech and then to deliver it. And later, even though if I practiced it and with full confidence, when I'm going to deliver it, by looking at the people, or I would just, my mind goes blank. So yeah, I do that. So that's
Minimum 1 week. Archana says minimum 1 week.
yeah.
Roshida says 10 to 15 days. But let me tell you, Toastmasters, to speak on a given topic which is unknown, spontaneously, Toastmasters can draft a speech and talk in 10 seconds. Can you believe that? Hold on to this point. I'll come back again. And for a prepared speech, Toastmasters can do it in 1 week. Hold on to this point as well. I'll get back. So how many of you remember Arnab was using few words like analogy, analytical? What are these words? Can anyone answer? So I asked Arnab why he wants to join Toastmasters or continue Toastmasters year after year. So he was telling one point among his 5 minutes explanation, saying that analogy, analytical. What are those words? Can anyone tell me what is analogy? Okay, in the interest of time, I'll tell you. And if it is wrong, please correct me. Analogy is nothing like giving some supporting examples or stories to whatever you are saying. So to write a speech in Toastmasters, we don't just write speeches. We write speeches with analogies, with stories which happened to us or which we observed in our environment or in our circles, or we write stories or we write facts and figures by observing in other personal life stories or in the surroundings or whatever it is. So we just don't write speeches, we come up with facts and figures, analogies. And how many of you know storytelling? Gauri, you should be knowing about this because yeah, storytelling is a skill where you build a story and you make sure that you are making sure the listener or audience are believing to you, or they are in line with you, or they are in consensus idea with you, agreeing on the same thing on senses. So when we write a speech in Toastmasters, we follow these techniques, analogies, adding stories, adding the facts and figures, adding the guidelines of how to tell a story. So sorry, Roshida, if I'm not wrong, Roshida was saying she would require 10 to 15 days. But in Toastmasters, the way you present speeches in meetings will make you a better speaker, that you can draft speeches within the structure, opening, body, conclusion, and you try to make sure that you are making the audience or the listener believe in you. So the next point I want to say is like practice public speaking. So we do have prepared speeches, we do have pathways or education curriculum which suits to your expectation of Toastmaster. For example, someone like who is a Shri wants to become a very good team player. She wants to lead all the team activities, or she wants to become a better presenter or the best presenter in her office or in her team. So she wants to become a presenter or the best presenter in the team. So for her, there is a course called as Pathways Presentation Mastery. So she can choose that course and she can take up projects in, but she can write projects, she can write speeches and deliver them. So you will learn how to write speeches according to your passion or according to what you want to become. And there are pathways and courses structured for you. So you will learn public speaking, you will learn how to write a speech based on your interest and based on the path you choose. Clear on this point? And I told you to hold on to 2 points. What are the 2 points? Toastmasters can speak on a given topic within 10 seconds. So Toastmasters meeting have this wonderful session called as table topics, where the topic will be given to you to speak on the spot by thinking on your feet, by thinking impromptly. And how do you think Toastmasters has mastered that? Only one simple mantra, like Arnab told. If you have a role to take, if you don't have any role to take, keep attending meetings. When you keep attending meetings, you will get that skill of talking on the spot without even preparing. So that is the wonderful opportunity you'll get in Toastmasters. So the second point or the second benefit what we get in Toastmasters is you will learn how to draft your speeches within 10 seconds or within 1 week, depending upon the project. You will learn how to deliver them as well based on the project needs. Presentation and mastery needs you to prepare a PPT and present it with facts and figures. There is some path called as humorously speaking. So that expects you to come out with a well set of jokes, which would make at least 62% of audience laugh your jokes. So this makes you to prepare speeches according to the need. And the third benefit, which I would like to mention or talk about as a benefit of Toastmasters, is the networking opportunities. So I would like to check here from Suresh Kapiti, because I know Suresh Kapiti is from Cash Flow Entrepreneurs, if I'm not wrong, that club, Toastmasters Club. So Suresh sir, if you would like to add, what are the network opportunities you get in Toastmasters? Can you please throw some light on it?
Good day, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm Suresh Kapiti. At present, I am serving as a club president for Toastmasters for Cash Flow Entrepreneurs. Before 1 year and after journey Toastmasters, really the pandemic connected a lot. Almost till now, I visited 13 countries clubs.
Wow.
And within the district 98, almost I covered around 22 clubs till now.
Okay. Sir, I would like to ask you, what did you gain by visiting such countries? Or how did you think this networking will help you in Toastmasters?
See, as an entrepreneur, first of all, I would like to understand what are the changes, dynamic changes in the current world. So recently, I visited BVRIT club.
Okay.
That is, I think 4 months before.
Okay.
There with college students and some other district officials came. Okay. So we will always update by connecting with the people.
Okay.
Okay, in our Toastmasters, we have three kinds of clubs: corporate clubs, community club,
Wonderful.
and college clubs.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so the networking opportunities will connect you with everyone, so that
Yes.
you will update as per your requirement. And one thing I will tell you, the networking is first you have to give it to the clubs. Okay, by voluntary participating, taking the roles and the support services. So
Okay.
when you are giving something, you know that potential. We never explain something in a measuring manner.
Okay.
The networking is having that kind of beauty. You cannot measure something, but it is in the future or in the current, how it is going to
Yeah.
benefit. You
I
also
understand.
never know.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose if I have some kind of difficulties, if I have immediately I will call to DTM Vikram. Immediately I will call to some. This is becoming like one family.
I understand, sir. So in the
Yeah.
interest of time, Suresh, sir, I'll stop you here, but I got the crux of what you are trying to explain. So how many of you believe karma comes back to us? Or how many of you believe karma is like boomerang? Vikram raised his hand immediately. So trust me, karma will work like anything in Toastmasters. I'll tell you why. Archana also, yes, thank you, Archana. So Suresh provides his services like mentor and club coach. So he goes to clubs and help them to become better. Toastmasters club. If a club is struggling, he is providing his services. Why do you think Suresh is doing that? Because he is learning from that job. When he's helping different Toastmasters club, he understands the challenges there and he's trying to help them. So when he's trying to work on the challenges, he has a lot of answers to his personal and professional lives challenges as well. And when I come back to the networking point, let me tell you, as rightly told by Suresh, we have various forms of clubs: college, community, and corporate. So once a Toastmaster will access to meet all these college and community and corporate clubs, and how it is going to benefit you. So you'll have ample of opportunities to know what is happening in different markets. For example, let me go back to Shri, because I heard her introduction. She works for Cognizant. So she has done 2 years working for it, and she wants to excel in her career. She wants to know what's hot cake in technology. She wants to know how to upscale in her career. She wants to know what opportunities are available in different organizations. So whenever she visits any corporate Toastmasters club, she can learn how the organization is working there. She can identify what are the opportunities that will meet her technology skills, right? So DTM Vikram is from a community club, right? And he wants to, for example, let us think. So DTM Vikram has a daughter, and he wants to know which school is best for her, or he wants to know how he can engage her daughter in public speaking. Let us take for an example. So he knows Gauri Shankar, who can help her. He knows some Toastmasters club or colleges like BVRT. So he knows where he wants to place his daughter. So we have BVRT, which provides excellent education. He knows Gauri Shankar, who can teach public speaking, right? And so this is how the networking part helps Toastmasters everywhere. So once a Toastmaster is always a Toastmaster. And once you become a Toastmaster, you will have access to meet and attend any Toastmasters club in the world. And as rightly said by Suresh, this pandemic has helped to reach and go to global meetings as well. So this is one such wonderful benefit you have in Toastmasters when you take this Toastmasters opportunity, and you will have a lot of chances to network. So I'll move to the next point, how it is going to help in Toastmasters. Leadership skills. So if you see Toastmasters tagline, it says where leaders are made. Okay, let us see how leaders are made here. So when Rajiv was introducing, he told president of the club. And when Suresh was also saying, he told he's the president of the club. And when someone was introducing me, they told I'm the club code director of district. And when someone is introducing Haripriya, they told division director. So what are these directors and presidents? These are very fancy titles, right? So what do these people do as president, club code director, whatever it is? So let me tell you that. So Toastmasters International not only provides opportunity for public speaking, but it also creates leaders among us. And how it will be done? Let us start from the club level. In the club level itself, we have 7 officers called as president, vice president education, vice president membership, vice president public relations, secretary, treasurer, surgeon at arms, right? Vice president public relations, all these roles, these are called the officers of the club. And what do? They have a set of roles and responsibilities to be taken care to make sure the club is running actively with a lot of quality and quantity and content. So the president takes care of all the admin part or the organizing or the management of the entire club. Vice president education is someone, if you take education institution as example, vice president education is someone like HOD, head of the department. So he takes care of the entire curriculum, education program, or the meeting schedules or meeting calendars of the entire club. So VP education is the one who knows which meeting to be conducted at what time. I mean, this week we'll have education session. The next meeting it will be going to be general meeting, and he also takes care of members' progress. How many people are attending projects? How many are successfully completing them? How many are them filing them? So whether they are taking mentoring. I'll touch with this mentoring point at a later point of time. How many members are taking guidance from the other member? So this is what VP education does, and he's responsible. That is why he's called as vice president education. And vice president membership is someone who takes care of the well-being or welfare of the members. When I say well-being and welfare, we are not going to give money for you, but we'll understand how the member is doing in the club, whether his goals and experience are met or not, how is he doing, whether he will continue his membership journey or not. If he's not continuing, what is a problem? He'll try to solve that. If he's continue, he'll encourage them. And treasurer is someone who maintains the finances part of the club. How many people are joining, how many people are attending, what is the guest fee, what are the snacks we need to provide, how much amount is required, and if we are having any special meeting, what are the items that needs to be procured, how much money we have in the club. So treasurer takes care of it. Sergeant at arms is a leader who takes care of the logistics part of it. Where is the meeting room, where is the venue, do we have any chairs, what is the count of chairs we need, all these things. So do you think while we play all these roles, definitely we need some leadership skills, right? The president needs to have a hand holding or control of all the activities. The vice president education needs to have that skill to lead teams. Vice president public relations will need to have that communication or talking power to attract more guests, right? The treasurer should have control over the finances. He need to be judgmental of how to use the resources, right? So these are all the leadership skills you learn by playing these roles at the club level. And if you go beyond club level, there is something called as area director who manages such activities for 4 clubs. There is someone called as division director like Haripriya who manages 15 to 20 clubs. There is someone like Vikram who already played this role. He was past division director. He already took care of 20 wonderful such clubs and made every club as president distinguished. And now I'm serving as club growth director. I'm making sure these clubs are flourishing, they are happy, they are energized, they are growing. So I have this responsibility for almost 7 states. So I take care of growing of clubs in 7 states. Do you think being just a Toastmaster will make me take care of these things? No, I do possess some leadership skills. I do have some challenges, and with my leadership skills, I learn in Toastmasters. I try to solve them. And do you think 7 states will have same mindset of people? No, there will be different people who is like furious, who is like proactive, who is autocratic, who is democratic. Lot of challenges, lot of people, lot of perspectives. So I need to take care of all these people on all these clubs together and make sure we are falling under one district. So as a crop load director, I have this leadership set. So when you join Toastmasters, when you take up one leadership role one by one every 6 months or year by year, you'll get opportunity to lead teams. For example, as a division director, Haripriya has 20 clubs, 20 into 20 people, 400 people. So directly or indirectly, Haripriya is getting opportunity to manage and coordinate with 400 people. So I would like to check with any one of you. Do you think by paying some amount of money like 4,000, 6,000 for 6 months, will you get the opportunity to lead 400 people? No. Even after having 10 years of experience, 12 years of professional experience, you may hardly get opportunity to lead 50 people, 100 people, or 200 people. But here, by paying a membership fee or by taking leadership roles in Toastmasters, you're getting opportunity to lead such a huge crowd. And do you think the learnings will be very less? Not at all. I can assure you that the challenges will be more, but also I can assure you on the other hand saying that these kind of leadership roles will help you to manage conflict management, team management, understanding team dynamics, what not. So these are the various leadership opportunities when you join Toastmasters and take up each role. So this is something I would like to cover as benefit of Toastmasters. And next, I will tell you about competitive advantage. So how can you be different in the crowd? So I'll try to understand. I'm trying to pick up someone here. Okay, let me give myself an example. So I used to work for Broadridge. Okay, so when I joined Toastmasters, I could see the change in me. And let me tell you, for every presentation, for every host activity in my team, I'm one such person who will be always be chosen for that role. So this Toastmaster program makes you a person to stand out of the crowd. Okay, so Rajiv is a student, if I'm not wrong. Previously, as I know, Rajiv is a student. If we check with him, or if we check with his colleagues, sorry, not colleagues, if we check with his friends in his class or in his college or whatever it is, so Rajiv has a different identity for himself. Rajiv, do you agree?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Rajiv has a different identity because he's a Toastmaster. He does things differently. And I think Rajiv will agree for me for this point, what I'm saying now. He definitely thinks in different way, like what others does. Cool. Yes, because Rajiv has a different dimension to what other does, because he has been working or organizing meetings in Toastmasters. So he has a definitely different view, like unlike other students. So this program, when you take up and when you progress here, it makes you stand out of the crowd. And this experiential learning you have to experience. This definitely doesn't come when I say or when you hear. You have to take it up and you will learn it. And next is self-confidence and self-awareness. You know where you are lacking, and you know what are the challenges, and you will come to know how you're going to overcome them. So this is a platform which creates a lot of self-awareness and self-confidence as well. And as I told, I'll talk about mentoring part, which we'll get into Toastmasters. When Srikanth was talking, I think he explained about feeling low, right? What made him to feel low? So Srikanth, did that happen because there was no one to help you, or there was no one to guide you? What went wrong to keep you constant feedback? Were there anyone who used to give this constant feedback?
Not like really like, I always wanted to speak, in front of public, but due to lack of confidence, you can say,
Okay.
and less opportunity, and
Okay.
didn't got that much of guidance from other. So those
Okay.
are the the reasons I can say.
Okay. So Gauri, yeah, Srikanth, thanks, Srikanth, noted point. And Gauri also was having that problem, right? He was like struggling. He was having that horrible moment. This is the word he used. But in Toastmasters, when you join Toastmasters, as soon as you join, the Vice President Education will tag you along with a mentor. He will tag you along with a mentor. And mentor is a person who is there to take care of your journey in Toastmasters. So he will be a person who is experienced, who is kind of senior, who is kind of veteran in the Toastmasters journey, and he will be able to help you. Let us take example. I joined Toastmasters very newly. Okay. Okay, a point noted, Archana. I'll talk on that one. So let us take an example of myself as a new joiner in Toastmasters, and Rajiv is there in Toastmasters 2 years, from 2 years, and Rajiv is a proficient, or he completed a path called as presentation mastery, and I also want to become a better presenter. So the vice president education, what he or she does, so he will tie up with Toastmaster Rajiv as my mentor, because Rajiv has seen the ups and downs in that path and he has excelled in it, and I want to excel in that path. So Rajiv will be my mentor, and Rajiv will be taking care of my journey in Toastmasters until I complete my path, or until I'm satisfied with what I'm going to achieve. And Rajiv is there not just to guide me, but also he will make me understand out of his experience, how he presented projects and how he developed that skill. And he will not limit your creativity. He'll not say that I have done this like this, I have done this project in this way, we should also do like this. No, he will guide you and he will leave it up to you how you want to present. If you're going wrong, he will there to correct you. And he just not correct you, but also provide some tips and suggestions also how to do it better. And what is the benefit of it? You will have someone to pat you whenever you're going down. He's there. He's someone who's going to be there to lift you when you're feeling low, who is going to motivate you when you're doing very well. So mentor plays a very crucial role, and you will have this access to mentor when you join Toastmasters. And there is no hard and fast rule that only one mentor throughout your journey to Toastmasters. No, it keeps changing based on your changing needs. Okay. Yes, and also mentor is someone who will give constructive feedback, not blind criticism, as Archana rightly said. Thank you very much, Archana, for that. And the last point, in the interest of time, that I would like to ponder upon or share about Toastmasters is unlimited opportunities to grow. So you have mentoring, you have leadership, you have networking, whatnot. You join meeting, you will see a lot of opportunities. You join other club meetings, you will see a lot of people. You keep joining our Toastmasters meeting, you will feel the essence of the Toastmasters. And by getting all these things, what will you gain? What was the topic I told I will talk? Or what was the title of my speech when I started? Can someone help me remind that or remember that?
BBY.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, BBY. And anyone can guess what is BBY? Okay, I'll not trouble you at the middle of the be your best. Okay, Gauri. Okay, the analogy or the abbreviation I had for BBY is build a better you. Build a better you, because Toastmasters is a place, as I told, where you can firmly believe about the karma philosophy. You will get when you give. Right, Suresh? This is what you said, and that is absolutely true.
Yes.
You will get when you give only. You will learn when you put your 100% efforts. Because Toastmasters is a self-based and self-based program. The Vice President education is there to track your progress, but he will not push you or force you, or he is not going to be responsible for your progress. You're paying money, it will be your responsibility to take up roles, to take up speech roles and give your best. Then only you're going to learn. When you do this, we are responsible for giving you that learnings. When you don't do this, we are not responsible for giving you these learnings. So to become a better version of you, to build a better you have to take every step from your own. When you take one step, the vice president education, the club members, the president, and especially your mentor will take 5 steps more than you to help you. Please always remember this mantra. You will get only when you give. When you take first step only, the others will take 5 steps for you. This is going to be the thumb rule or blind rule for your Toastmaster journey. So by taking up this Toastmaster journey, you will definitely make sure you are building a better yourself. And like Arnab, you will keep coming back again and again. And if you think Toastmasters is not your cup of tea, again, look at Arnab, listen to him. He's a profession from railway. Do you think railway employees, I'm a son of railway employee, do you think railway people will need communication skills? But why is Arnab here? Because he doesn't want to confine his professional boundaries, or he doesn't want to be in the professional boundaries. He wants to see and he wants to learn what he wants to learn from Toastmasters. So that is why he's coming back again and again. And I'm a Toastmaster from 6 years. Vikram is a Toastmaster from almost 7 to 10 years. Why is he in this system? Because he's getting that learning. If you want to know what is that learning, talk to him once and understand. I have shared my learnings, and I think these are the benefits you will get when you become a Toastmaster. So with this, I will end this here, and I'll go to the questions part. I already took 5 minutes from the questions part, but if you have any questions or queries that I can answer, I'll be happy to do that. Yes, Gauri.
Yeah, hi, Sandeep. Thank you very much for giving all the details. I think a lot of things are clear. I still have 2-3 questions.
Yeah, please.
I can ask you.
Yes.
So you said that we'll get a chance to show our leadership skills. You can join different clubs like corporate clubs, college clubs, community clubs. Now, so every week we need to give only 2 hours time, or there is a lot of time commitment also here. Like,
Yes.
I understand one thing, that for my own benefit I need to give time, but still I am asking because I have some other commitments also. So that's it.
Okay, so Gauri, that's a really good question. So always this comes as a clash, how much time you have and how much time you want to spend. That still happens for me as well. So I would suggest you to think on the purpose of why you have taken this program. For example, let us take an example. You have joined this Toastmasters as a first step to learn about coaching. So try to understand your priority, how much time you can give to learn coaching. For example, if you think you have or you can dedicate 5 hours or 3 hours every week for this program. Okay, so 2 hours is for your club meeting. You'll get, so that will take 2 hours of your time. So you have only 1 hour in time in that week. So that 1 hour you have to judiciously use to take up that role in the meeting. For example, if you want to take up any role in the meeting, that 1 hour is more than enough. If you want to take up a prepared speech role, and if you think to prepare a prepared speech, you will take at least 3 to 4 days of time every day, spending 2 hours. Let us think, for example, then you have to book your prepared speech slot after 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So I would suggest the amount of effort that is required for taking up any responsibility and the amount of hours you have in your hand, you have to strike a chord between themselves and manage your time. So how do you decide this? The expectation you have from this program. According to it, you have to plan this one.
Okay. And so Sandeep, this time schedule on Sundays, that is 2 hours. So that is fixed, right? This is
Yes.
going to be on Sunday every week.
I think Vikram will answer that question because that is a club meeting time. Yeah.
Okay. Or otherwise there will be some fluctuation in the timings. Okay.
No, except one Sunday, 3 Sundays we have meetings. One Sunday will be break.
Okay. Okay. So 3 Sunday means 6 hours total in a month. Generally.
Yeah.
Okay.
As Sandeep said, there's no deadline, there's no time limit. So you can
And
use
also,
yeah.
And also Gauri Shankar, this is self-based program. You can choose how much time you want to spend and deliver accordingly because you have your set of priorities. Okay, you will have this goal, right? Okay, I have to complete these many projects in 6 months time. So you have to keep that goal for yourself and take time accordingly. And also remember, you need to spend good amount of time in getting mentoring. For example, if you want to give one good speech, I believe at least 5 to 6 times of editing should happen between you and your mentor, the speech editing, and at least 10 to 10 times of delivery before your mentor. So then only you'll be perfect one to go on stage and deliver. So you need to calculate all these times also, the practice time before you actually deliver. So these times also you need to consider and put in your schedule. Yeah.
And my timing with the mentor, so we can mutually
that depends upon, see, once a mentor is assigned, that connect or one-on-one discussions you adjust or schedule according to the timelines, because if your mentor works in 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift, you will connect with him after his office hours, something like that.
I got it, Sandeep, thanks. So because its time is running, so I'll just ask a few questions.
Sure.
So you said that we need I'll get an opportunity to go into a corporate club or community club. So is it like whenever I want, I can join other clubs also, or I need to take some responsibility? As you said, I need to be a giver first. So
No. So first you will be aligned to Secunderabad Toastmasters Club. You will be a member of Secunderabad Toastmasters Club. You can deliver projects and get it filed and verified in this club. But as an attendee, as a guest, you can attend other club meetings. You can take roles there as well. You can present speeches as well there as well. But however, your identity lies with the Secunderabad Toastmasters Club. And this Secunderabad Toastmasters Club, the Vice President Education will file all your awards because this is going to be your home club. But you can attend club meetings anywhere. You can present speeches there as well. You can take up roles there as well. But all your credentials, all your record, all your LMS, learning management system, will be with Secunderabad Toastmasters. If in case if you want to join any other club, then you can transfer this membership to another club, and that becomes your home club.
Got it.
But still, you can come back to this club and attend the meetings. Yeah.
Okay. So, like, as you said, that mentor would be assigned.
Yes.
So mentor would be assigned as per on what basis? Like, is there any kind of criteria?
See, for example, your problem is not just public speaking. This is little advanced, right? You are already speaker. Your qualifications is little advanced, and that is one criteria. And also the path or the module you're going to choose. For example, if you're choosing something like visionary communication model, the mentor will be assigned who is already excellent in visionary communication. and also who is little bit senior to you or who has little more understanding or more maturity than you. So you will not be assigned to a mentor who is not experienced in that role or not experienced in a project.
Thank you, Sandeep. So Sandeep, like when we are going offline, is it going to be online always, or like when we are planning?
I think it is again club related question. Vikram or Raji will comment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have to take everybody's consent and then go offline. So we all want offline only, but we have to take, since the situation is just slightly getting better.
Yes, schools are opening up now. So
yeah, but we have to take every member's consent and then go forward. Yeah.
Okay. And one last question. So Sandeep, as you mentioned already, that you will get to learn storytelling, get to learn how to use humor in your speech. So there will be some kind of mentor or like who are already using this thing, right? In their speeches. So
Yes.
I'll get mentored by them, right?
Yes.
Thank you. My questions are all answered. Thank you very much.
Sure, definitely. If we have time, Vikram, we can take other questions or whatever you suggest, or Rajiv, whatever you say.
Yeah, we can have 2 more sessions, I guess, with 2 more guests.
Yeah, please. I'm open for questions.
You can ask, the guests can ask any question related, whichever.
Yeah, Madhvi here. I have a question. Whom do we contact for further process in this?
Vikram or Rajiv can help you out.
So we
Contact
have
us.
to we have to fill up our profile or something before joining the club, so that based on our interest, we will be put into that particular project or whatever.
So, Madhavi, ma'am, what happens here is like once you pay the amount, the
Okay.
basic amount with TI, that goes to TI. So once you become a registered member and if you get a self-identity number, one unique number you will get. Once you get that number and once you get access to TI portal, you can go through and skill assessment survey. Okay, if you are not able to choose what kind of program you want, there is a skill assessment survey where you can take up the assessment survey. It asks questions on your background, what are your interests, what are your challenges, what are your fears, and based on the responses provided by you, the TI LMS does some AI or a machine learning background, and it will present you 3 best pathways to choose. Okay. Out of these 3 best pathways, you can choose one. Or if you think that these 3 are not suitable for you and you want to explore something else also, you can choose that. And each path or project you choose, there are a lot of videos and testimonials in it, and you can understand how to perform that and you can take it up. So it depends upon what you want to learn, what you want to excel in.
Okay. So there are multiple topics.
Yes,
and multiple...
There are 11 parts, ma'am, which has few core competencies. You can choose any one of them based on your choice and take up the project. And based on your need, the vice president education will assign you a mentor or a person who will help you in taking up these projects, ma'am.
So for this next 6 months, if I'm paying the fees, so for the next 6 months, I will work on that particular skill development or something like that.
Yeah, until you complete that path. Until you complete that path, you can work on it.
So how will it be decided? It is completed or still I have?
It is an LMS, online LMS, learning management system, where all your progress is tracked online. You will get an account with TI. So you can track all your achievements. Once the levels or projects are done, you can download the certificate from it. And these certificates and achievements, let me tell you to all of you, are worldwide recognized. It carries a lot of weight in your resume, in your profile.
Okay, so suppose if I don't complete that within this 6 months or something, I have to again renew it and complete the same thing, right?
That is what I was telling, ma'am. It is self-based and self-paced. You can complete at any point of time, but you have to keep renewing it. If you're not renewing it, the account is not active. You cannot file awards, but you can take time to complete. But every 6 months, you need to pay the renewal fee, and that fee will be communicated to you by the club. Cool, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem, ma'am.
Yeah, I think in the interest of time, maybe we can close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And thank
Yeah.
you.
So thank you.
So one more thing, Rajit. So I think all of you are in the guest group, so they can post questions to us individually in the guest group from the guest group. If
Or you can post your questions in the link which I'm sharing right now. You can connect to us by inserting your details in the form, Google form, which I've just shared in the chat box. I request all the guests to please do fill it. Yeah. And meanwhile, so thank you, Toastmasters Sandeep, for conducting such wonderful session about the open house and educating all the guests. I hope all the guests had something valuable to take, and that is build a better you. So, and at the same time, I also thank Toastmaster Haripriya for taking out time from a busy schedule to attend this open house session. And with that, we have come to the end of the meeting, and I have an announcement for the guests. So I invite all of you to attend our next meeting for our club, that is on 13th February, the coming Sunday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we'll be having a regular meeting, that is prepared speeches followed by the impromptu session, and then followed by the evaluation. So you can just attend the meetings and just get a taste of how the meeting looks like. And just and as mentioned by Toastmaster, just attend the meetings and enjoy the environment and ambience which the meeting creates. So with that, I think we can end this session. And if any of the guests have any more queries, you can reach out to us, me, Vikram, or anyone else, and also fill the guest G form which I've just shared in the chat box. So with that, I close the meeting, and meeting is adjourned. And have a safe day and good night, everyone.
can we take a group photograph if possible?
Yes.
All of you.
Yeah, if possible, I request all of you to please switch on your camera so that we can have a photo session. Yeah, so Vikram will take this screenshot. So 3, 2, 1. Smile, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone. See you on Sunday.
And thank you all. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.